Hello there, it is Sheepishly here once again, and today I have a very exciting craft to show you guys, which is an attempt to craft these perfect Warlock Gloves for my Trickster Splitting Steel character. As you can see on the market, these are going for about 100 divines. I think we're gonna be able to hit this within about 30, maybe 40 divines, and this is of course using Recombination, with a mix of exclusive mod blocking as well as the very fascinating NNN mod blocking. Without further ado, let's see how we go. Okay, now I am going to show you guys how to craft the NNN blocking feeder gloves, which we're going to be using for our gloves craft. I have one already crafted. It's a 5 mod item. It's a bit hard to get the 6 exclusive mod on the prefix side, so I've just not done that and elected to go with just 2. You can do 3 if you want, but it is quite easy to miss. So the way to go about this is that we have 2 armor prefixes, which we'll have to do using suffix combi changed crafts, which is decently expensive. But we get 2 armors on the prefix side, which are both NNN mods that cannot be moved over to an intelligence only base. We also have the attack and cast speed while focus suffix, which is obviously the June mod we're looking to move over. We have a strength, which again cannot be moved over to an intelligence base. Be a bit careful here. Dexterity is not an NNN mod for gloves, because dexterity can in fact be moved over to an intelligence glove base. And then lastly, we have a redemption, which is your redeemer mod from a redeemer exalt slam. So it's definitely not cheap to craft a pair of gloves like this. Maybe 2.5 divines. But hey, we're trying to make 100 divine gloves here, so a bit of investment is warranted. Now, I've prepared 3 different examples to show you guys how I actually craft these. I might just walk you through the steps as I go along. So for all of these, we have 2 prefixes, 2 suffixes. You can see that I've bought the suffixes so that it is has the June mod as well as 1 additional NNN mod, which is, percentage life regen, strength, and in this case strength as well. So what we're gonna be doing here is just crafting life on all of these to make sure that the prefixes are all blocked. And then we're gonna be slamming these with Conqueror Exalted Orbs for suffixes. So here we got suffix chance to block attacks of the conquest. It doesn't really matter what we get. Any of these influence mods will be an NNN mod. These exalts are almost 2 divines each, so it is quite expensive. There we go. Now we have to evaluate these one by one. For all of them, we have a prefix mod. Say for this one, the lightning damage to attacks, which is not again NNN mod. I really need to find an easier way of saying NNN. It is quite annoying to say all the time. So what we're gonna do here is using Wild Bristle Matron to craft meta mods, because these meta mods can my bad. So I have to remove the crafted mods, of course, before we meta mod. The reason we use Wild Bristle Matron is that suffix cannot be changed is a 2 divine craft, obviously, and Wild Bristle Matron is, well, a little bit cheaper than that. Okay, so that's gone. Let's go to our menagerie once again. So the prefixes, it doesn't matter that much. Like, obviously it will be ideal if we have perfect triple prefix blockers, but I think with the way this craft is turning out, it is quite difficult to find gloves with, like, the perfect 5 NNN blocking mods. So it's actually quite expensive to craft these feeder gloves. It may take 10 divines if you are looking for triple prefixes that's done properly. So I think for budgeting reasons, I might just look for 2 of them and call it a day. Even with 2 mods, you have like an 80% chance of keeping the 2 prefixes. I'll explain the math later in the last step of the crafting that we do. But yeah, I think this will just have to be good enough. So we're looking to get armor and evasion rolls times 2. We got 1, that's okay. On the second pair, we got 1 and the lining mod, so I have to go again for this one. And on the last one, we got an armor one as well. Now for these 2, what we can do is craft down the life once again as a block. And we're just gonna exalt slam these, and hopefully we get a defensive mod. Let's see. Projectile attack damage. Perfect! Warlord's mod means that it is also a blocker. And here we get a mana. Mana is no go. So we're gonna have to do these 2 pair of gloves again. So you can see cost wise it racks up quite quickly. Definitely will now be one of the cheapest crafts out there. I forgot to remove the mod again. I might speed through this bit. Okay, we're back. So we've got the suffix cannot be changed. Let's go with the defensive craft once again. That is horrible. We've actually filled up the prefixes, so this one might be actually dead. And on this one, it's dead again. So for the one that's dead, we're just gonna have to YOLO a no and hopefully hits one of the prefixes. It did, fantastic. Let's go again. I will speed forward. Okay, we're back. Same as always, let's do a defense roll. That looks good. And the second pair. That looks good as well. Let's craft down life as a block. Maybe there's a better block. If you guys know of a better block, please let me know in the comments below. I do feel like I am rarity's no good. It's no good again. Back to it. Alright, back here for the 3rd time. You know what they say, 3rd time's the lucky one. And there we go. 2 mods. That looks good. Oh, of the thirst. Yeah, that does not look like a Redeemer mod. So I think for this one we go again. Okay, we're back. That 4th pair of gloves actually died, which I didn't capture the footage of, but that's okay. We have 3 gloves, which we are considering the perfect NNN blockers. For this one to remove the max life, so we don't want the max life there. So now let's create our Warlock Gloves, which we want to fit into it. So I prepared some bases here, which has 2 of the suffixes we want already. But I'll quickly demonstrate step 2 of my chest necrotic armor crafting guide, which is essentially making 2 perfect prefixes. You have your flat ES as well as your percentage ES here. So there's not too much secret here. You can see that when I alteration them, some of them did come with suffixes. I typically don't annul these off because I think it's a waste of time to try to go again. If you miss the annul, you have to start again with the alter ego spamming. So we're just going to do this the old-fashioned style. But if I do see one with clinked suffixes, I might be inclined to show you guys another way of doing this. Doesn't look like I've clinked the suffixes to any of them, so yeah, time to start spamming. Oh, I have no gold. That's awkward. Yeah, okay. Let's remove 100k should be enough. There is some steep gold costs to these recombinations, so make sure to farm up some gold beforehand. Otherwise, you might be spending quite a bit of time. You might run out of gold, which is always a frustrating experience. I think we got 2 possible ones from the set. Yep, that looks good. Let's put it over maybe here, because we do have to fix the suffixes. This one as well. This one rolled with T2 attack speed. If that's a T1 attack speed, this will be a very nice pair of gloves. Okay, let's go back into it. We have some saved over bases we can do. Okay, let's mix them up with the T1 flat. That's interesting. Let's do you, and you. So I did prepare a lot of these bases. I think this is probably a bit more than what you would need, but sometimes you do get a bit unlucky, and for the purpose of the video, I just created a lot more than I think you actually need. But hey, if we have leftovers, we can do a second craft as well. Maybe I can show you guys how to craft one without the focus mod, which also goes for like 60-70 divines at the moment. All of these energy shield bases are just so expensive at the moment because everyone is playing Trickster or some kind of, energy shield build. So it's quite profitable if you have the patience to do this crafting, or if you enjoy the crafting for that matter. For me personally, I think I hate ult spamming, so I think after I finish my video series, I'm gonna not touch this again until maybe next league. I just alteration spamming is the least fun part of all these crafts, but it's also the cheapest method to get the bases that we want. So unfortunately, that's, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Sometimes you don't have an alternative to go for. Okay, that's that. It's nothing. Ooh, out of gold already. Oh, sorry. Had a brain fart moment there. Okay, did anything die? Okay. We have 2 pairs that we probably can't use. I did prepare more bases, so I'm just gonna leave them here for fun. Okay, now we have way too many prefixes, but that is okay. The next step is to clean the suffix of them, but I might only do 2 of them at a time, just in case we succeed on the first 2 to create our 4 mod feeder. Welcome back. Now this is step 2.5, which is preparing our 2 mod feeders and converting them into the perfect recombination inputs for the 4 mod feeder. Now for the prefixes, these 2 have the prefixes down that we want to fix. All we have to do is do an elder influence for them, and then using orbs of annulment to get rid of the suffixes. There you go, perfect clean prefixes. For these ones, I already cleaned, for the suffix gloves, I already cleaned the prefixes beforehand, so we don't have to worry about that. The next step is to do multi-mod. Let's do these now. 3 crafted mods. Let's just do all of these all in one go to make our lives a bit easier. Now, importantly for the prefixes, we want to fill up, we want to do 1 exclusive prefix and 1 exclusive suffix block. And the reason why is we'll be using Bistrian to craft the last exclusive suffix for this one. So that way we have a massive amount, like a good amount of exclusive mods, which is used for blocking. For the suffix gloves, we actually want to craft only prefix blockers. So let's do them now whilst we are on the prefix page. And maybe the next one we do is damage while leeching is quite expensive. Trying to save a bit of cost here because I think screw it, who cares. Let's do damage while leeching. How's that? 3 chaos and damage while leeching. Okay, so the suffix pair of gloves actually done. So we have 2 prefix blockers and 1 suffix blocker with 2 of the suffixes that we want. And for these ones, we want to craft down some suffixes to block. What's a good one? I like this, but maybe let's do the attack speed while focused mod, because that's what we're going for. Maybe this is gonna make our craft a little bit more lucky. I don't know. I am a little bit superstitious like that. I don't think, I mean, from a mathematical perspective, it doesn't matter what you do, but I do believe that luck is real, and it never hurts to maximize the luck that we have. What is this? Oh. Well, that's awkward. Energy shield recharge rate. I did not even... Okay, that's not a... Whoa. Oops. That's not a glove that we want. I think we picked up one that actually failed, and we thought that... Yeah, anyways, I don't know what happened there. It's been a long day. Let's do this again. Yeah, for some reason, I thought the energy shield recharge was flat energy shield. That's 2 divines down the drain. That's okay. That's okay. We have some money to spare. I did farm 100 divines since my last video, because I know we're gonna be spending a lot of money on these crafts. Maybe I'll release a video about my strategy later on. Again, also, I have a full-time job, so I can't really play this game too much. So normally I'm just trying to farm a bit of gold, farm a bit of currency, and you know, when you're making YouTube videos, which takes a lot of time as well, so you really have to do like the most optimal farming strategies in order to make money. But anyways, okay. Okay, we have 2 attempts. So now let's go into step 3, which is creating the full mod feeder. If you've been following my videos, you would know the craft quite well, but I will just explain it again for the new viewers. On the left-hand side, we have the 2 of the prefixes that we want, and we have 4 blocking modifiers for a total of 6. On the right-hand side, we have 2 of the perfect suffixes, and 3 exclusive mod blocking on the right-hand side glove. The reason why we only have 3 is because our suffix is already full, so this is the best we can do. 6 and 5 should be a decent chance of success. Okay, all the prefixes kept. There we go. 4 mod feeder complete. That's number 1. For number 2, we've lost a mod. That is unfortunate. That's fine. We have 1 attempt coming out of the 2 attempts. The good thing is that we saved the suffixes, which are by far the harder one to roll. Okay, we're back. We have the gloves that we want. Actually, let me put the one with more prefixes on the left hand side for, again, superstition. Let's go. I think we made it. Oh no, we did not. We lost the attack speed suffix. That's not great. We have one more pair of gloves to attempt. Yeah. That's rough. Okay, let's quickly do this last one. Okay, we're back for the third try. This time around, we have two prefixes done on the left hand side glove and the intelligence, which I'm going to move over. And on the right hand side, we have essentially just the attack speed. We have a flat as well, which is nice, but that's not necessary. The chances are pretty good to get it, so let's see how we go. Prefix is kept. We lost the intelligence. No, we kept the intelligence. Sorry. There we go. Done. That is the two pair of gloves that we want. Let me put this one away. Okay. So now we are ready to do the biggest craft of our life. Okay, welcome back. Just quickly prep the bases to make sure everything's all set up. This is the hardest part of the craft, and honestly, I don't think we're gonna succeed. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a failure video. But we have the NNN mod blocking perfect 100 Divines Warlock Gloves craft. So on the left hand side, we have two perfect prefixes and two perfect suffixes. Honestly, I can just use this pair of gloves as is. But we want to go a step further, and we want that, 49% increased attack and cast speed while focus mod, which is why with the glove on the right hand side. Now I can see that's an armor base. We have, again, 4 different NNN mods that cannot go onto the Warlock Gloves, so it's a 50-50. If they choose the Warlock Gloves, we're guaranteed pretty much 2 prefixes and 2 suffixes, essentially, and which means our prefixes will be done, and the suffixes, it's a 60% chance of getting the suffixes right. If we choose a right hand side glove, then, well, we cry. So, it's just a 50-50. Warlock, show me the Warlock Gloves. Show me the Warlock Gloves. Show me the Warlock. No, it's dead. We kept the precursor. Okay. Yikes. It's okay. We have attempt number 2. Show me the Warlock Gloves. No, we dropped Legion Gloves once again. You're kidding me. Oh, that's really rough. That is really rough. So we failed 50-50 twice in a row. As you can see, these are row 2 prefixes and 3 suffixes, which means that if we chose the right gloves base, we would have hit the mod that we wanted. That's okay. That's okay. That just means we have to go again later.
A few moments later.
Okay, we're back with another set of gloves we're trying to get 2 prefixes to suffixes from. Same as before, nothing's really changed here. I might just stay on this screen and very quickly go through it. On the left hand side, we have the 2 perfect prefixes and 4 exclusive mod blockers. On the right hand side, 3 exclusive mod blockers and 2 perfect suffixes. Let's go. We kept prefix, that's nice. I think we didn't make it on the suffixes, unfortunately. On the second pair. Made it on the prefixes, did not. Oh, made it on suffixes as well. There we go. So that pair's done, and we need another attack speed to fit into this one. Let's go build that up again. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back with another attempt and creating the 2 mod prefix and 2 mod suffix for mod feeder. Should be pretty high odds. Let's see how we go. Oh, prefix is kept. That's good. Suffix is kept as well. That's it. Okay. There we go. Now, there we go. Now, we have 2 more attempts at the NNN mod blocking craft. We failed the first 2, right? We failed the first 2, so it should be good luck for us on the second 2. That's what I think, right? There's no... because the chance to pick a base is 50-50. There's no way we lose 50-50 4 times in a row. Surely. Alrighty. Okay. The last step, for those of you who have fast forwarded somehow to this section. Well, on the left hand side we have a 4 mod feeder, 2 prefixes, 2 suffixes, nothing crafted because these are the 4 mods we want to keep. On the right hand side we have 2 prefixes, which are the perfect NNN blocker mods. It's hard to get a third one, it's very expensive, but if you can get a third one, if you're lucky with 3 NNN prefixes, that's like the best outcome. On the suffixes, we have, of course, attack and cast speed more focused. That's the mod we want to move over. A redeemer mod, which is a block, and actually we got the intelligence there, so that's fine if we want to move it over. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it should be just when I click the recombine button, just pick Warlock Gloves, please. Warlock Gloves. No, hit Legion again. That is crazy. That is crazy. We have a perfect pair of Legion gloves. There you go. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine, which is why the last one will be a success. I believe. Yes! Warlock gloves! What do we keep? Perfect prefixes? Suffixes are guaranteed? Yes! Oh my god. Look at that. Tell me if that's not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your entire life. T1 max energy shield, T1 energy shield percentage, T1 attack speed, T1 int, and attack and cast speed while focused. Oh, that is incredible. Now, let's finish this pair of gloves off. We're gonna try a Sacred Orb first. Let's do that. 72. 75. Let's buy more Sacred Orbs. You can skip this section if you already know how to finish up a pair of gloves. It's not too difficult, I think. 80. Let's go higher. Let's do 83. Oh no. Maybe we should have settled on 80. 79. 80 again. 78. 80 again. 82. That's probably good enough. We're happy with that pair. Let's just quickly divine this as well. We're looking for suffix divines. Maybe give a couple to see if we can hit. Ooh, 47, 53. It's okay. We can do a bit better, I think. 15, no. Okay, one of perfect on the intelligence. That's fine. And now let's lock the suffix to craft to divine the prefixes. So once again, and really what's great about this crafting method is that you don't have to finish off the prefixes, right? So with the traditional method, to craft this, you have to do the suffixes first. Please let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you have to do the suffixes first. Unless you get very lucky on a fracture. Unless you get very lucky on a fracture on your June mod, you have to do the suffixes first, which means that the only way to do prefixes then, it is via either locking suffixes and dense fossiling, or reforging defense, which is very expensive, or you can try to use Eldritch, which is even more expensive, right? So either way, let's have a look at the prefixes. What are we aiming for? Okay, so probably a little bit higher than, yeah, let's do 49.97. That's tempting. That's very tempting, actually. Let's see how much we have after we armor scrap it. 310. Ooh. What's the outcome here? Is the 3% additional increase worth it? Maybe not, eh? Let's see what the max is. Let's see what the max is. So that's 82 plus 49 times 2. That's easy. Times 1.2. The max is 314. I think for 4 energy shield we can call it a day there. That is fine. And lastly we have leech. Let's craft that to perfect. Ooh, that costs a exalt. A bit short on exalts. 43%. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, let's do 43. It's a 1 in 6. 2, 3. There we go. Done. Of course we have to do the Eldritch implicits, but I might stop the video here and do the implicits later. Look at that. 310 energy shield. Perfect explicits. Now you might be asking, what is the difference between this pair of gloves and the mirror gloves we see some people wearing? Well, let's bring up a pair of mirrored gloves and just quickly show you guys. Find on POE.ninja. What does it have compared to us? Well, it's got perfectly defined suffixes, of course. It's got 30% quality. It has 343 energy shield compared to how much we have? 310, right? So for that 30 energy shield, it's a mirror pair of gloves, mirror tier gloves, just missing 30 energy shield. You can do without 30 energy shield, I feel like. Okay, so the craft does take a lot of time, but I think it's well worth it. Okay, so in conclusion, this is just recording a bit of an outro. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the craft. Definitely not an easy craft by any means, but I think this is probably one of the most rewarding, and if you get lucky, you can create one of the best items, right? One of the best items. It's definitely one of the best items I've ever owned, that's for sure. That's including grave crafting, because of the June mod. It's incredibly fun, and it's actually exhilarating every single time you press the recombine button. But there we go, and 110 divines glove craft. We did it in probably 30 divines, maybe 40. I didn't really keep track. I think we must have started on 150 divines, but I bought a lot of supplies for some other projects. Yeah, we're probably 40 divines, right? Let's just say 40 divines. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, that's it. Please like and subscribe. This is Sheepishly. I will see you guys next time, and good luck on your crafting journeys.